Hello again, my name is David Charles, the UK's leading psychic, medium and master of witchcraft. Today I'm doing a follow-up reading for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. I did one a couple of months ago, and it didn't look too clever. Let's see how things are going for them. I'm going to look at the next 8 weeks for each of them, one at a time. Then I'll look at them both together, and if you'd like to follow me, please do so and subscribe and give it a like if you like it. And let's take a look. I'm going to give them a quick shuffle for Harry first. And I will tell you the good, the bad and the ugly if there is any, and I will just tell it as I see it, so it's not my, don't blame me, I'm only the messenger if you don't like it. Let's hope you will. Let's see what we get. This is for Harry. I've been shuffling these already, so we're going to look at 8 cards, tarot cards, and see if things are changing for them, for the better or for the worse. For 8, that's it. Right, let's take a look. The first thing I'm going to do is tell you the negatives for him, and straight away he has this lovely card here. You can see the chap there wearing a headband. He'd been bruised in the past, means he'd been through it a bit recently, and particularly linked to his work. Well, in Harry's case, it's what he does, what we wouldn't call work, but he does what he does all day and every day, videos and stories and book writing, that thing. But somebody around him has hurt him, so he's very careful now. He's very guarded because he doesn't want to get let down again. There are people around him who can't be trusted, linked to his, well, the way he earns his living, if we call it that. Although I don't think he needs to work, but there are people around him and he's very defensive. He's still got the bruises to prove from previous letdowns in the past. What else have we got negative here? It's not a negative reading really. There are signs that he's being guided by a man, a spirit guide. We know he's got his mum, Princess Diana, we call her, and but there's also a man in spirit who guides him. And I think I'm picking up his grandfather, Princess Diana's dad, and I think he's one of Harry's guides. I'm sure Prince Philip's there too, but I think that Lady Spencer, or Diana Spencer, Princess Diana, her dad is one of Harry's main guides, and I hope he's aware of that. I think Harry does have a bit of psychic ability, but he probably doesn't realise it. But there's no real negatives here. I expected a lot worse than this. But there are some surprises. First of all, he's got an admirer. He's got millions of admirers, but there's one close to him. Somebody quite fancies him. And that could turn into something quite special. We'll see. You heard it here first. Harry has an admirer. I'll try and find out who it is before the end of the reading, so stay with me to the end. Somebody has got the hots for him, and he knows who it is, I think. Well, he knows the person, but he doesn't know that they've got feelings for him. But once again, this reading, I think, happened last time. If you know about tarot cards, you'll know that the cups are like the hearts, they're like the love cards. There's no real love cards in this reading. There's one there, but that's a man who travels. That's not a love card for Harry. So it doesn't look as though Harry and Meghan are very close, and that came up last time. I think they're still close as friends, like brother and sister, but I don't think the love's there like it used to be. But we'll go to this man. This is a chap who travels, and he could be a part of the royal family. He could be royalty or something very close to that. This is a man that's kind, sincere, genuine, travels a lot, but most people travel a lot these days. And it's somebody who has a lot of good time, a lot of time for Harry, somebody he likes, somebody he gets on well with. But I think this person's in the UK, and he may be coming to see Harry, or the other way around. I think Harry may be coming over to the UK to see this person. Nothing to do with what's going on in the courts at the moment. We know he's taken the press to court for invading his privacy, I suppose you could call that. But this chap is somebody, it's not a solicitor, it's not a lawyer, or one of those attorney things that you call them in America. This is someone kind, considerate, probably a water sign, maybe a water sign, but he's not, he's got watery characteristics. He's offering Harry a lift up, he's offering him friendship, kindness, and it's something that Harry needs at the moment. He may not admit that, but it's something that he does need. Now, I don't think he's going to win the court case in the UK, because I've been picking that up right from before it started, but there is money in the reading. This is a sum of money that's coming to him that he needs to keep. because he may need to pay it back. Some of you may know what that means. I think money's coming to him, but he needs to keep it because it may not be with him for too long. Somebody may want it back off him. So it could be something that he's earned from one of his contracts, and they're deciding that they don't want to give him the money anymore, and he may have to return it. It's only a maybe, but he needs to keep the money just in case. There's another chap here who's linked to money, and this is the, you may notice, the King of Pentacles, which would be the King of Diamonds in an ordinary deck of cards. And I think that's the King Charles in the UK, that Harry is going to be in touch with a lot, not just on the phone or text messaging. I think Harry's coming over soon. He may be already here for the legal stuff, but I think he's coming over for a private visit soon. And his dad, his father, will be very much involved in that. I think there's going to be some kind of reconciliation. I've picked it up before, I know I have. And it's partly happened, but I think it will happen completely, and I'll tell you why near the end, because it's very interesting. And you see here, this property, the Four of Wands, or the Four of Clubs in an ordinary deck. And you see property there and movement. You see happiness, joy, parties, celebrations. Harry is moving house. Take it from me, he's moving house, and I think eventually he will move back to the UK, and I'll tell you why again near the end, so stick with me. But I think he's moving, and the movement will bring happiness that he's not really had for a while. He's got happiness, but it's not real deep happiness in the heart. It's just sort of flimsy stuff. I can't think the right word of it, but he is moving. I think he's moving back to the UK, but I don't think his wife will be coming with him. Big statement, but I'm sticking by it. Now he has the Fool here, you may see this. In an ordinary deck of cards, that's the Joker. But the Fool in this case, you may see the dog looking up at the man, as the man is going to walk and jump over the edge of that cliff. The Fool means take a chance. Do things you've wanted to do for years, things you've never done that you wanted to do. And there are things that Harry wants to do that he's never done. And the Fool is the spirit world saying, take a chance. Don't leap over the cliff. Take a leap of faith, but not over the edge of a cliff. Don't be reckless. Don't be stupid. But take a chance on something new, and that's what he's going to do. Harry, I can tell you, and I'll tell you near the end, has a big change coming, a very, very major change in his lifestyle and everything about him. But you heard it here first, and I'm sticking with it, as I said. This property thing, as I said, can involve property over here. It's not Frogmore Cottage, it's something else. So I think he's buying property in the UK. And I think he's buying property in Europe as well, but that's later on. So he's got some good stuff here. He has an admirer. There's people around him who can't be trusted, but this is not the negative reading I expected. I expected a bad reading, but it's not. Not so far, but we'll take a look at Meghan. Then we'll look at them both together. Don't forget, if you have any comments down there, I'll try and answer them. Any questions for me, please let me know. If you'd like a psychic reading with me on the telephone from anywhere on the planet, I will do it for you, or my team. I have a team of over 100 psychics that work for me, and they're good. And if they weren't good, they wouldn't be working for me. But they're the best. And some of the best psychics and mediums there are in this country are working for me. Not all at once, but I have over 100 to choose from. Let's take a little look at Meghan Markle and see how things are going for her. We'll give these a little bit of a shuffle. As I said, I have shuffled them earlier. And they're quite new, these, so they're a bit shiny, a bit slippy. And thank you for joining me. As I said, if you'd like to subscribe and follow the channel, it would help me, especially if you click the like button and share it with your friends. And if you'd like a psychic reading with me, just let me know on my website, davidcharlespsychic.com. Meghan Markle, the World card. 8 weeks ahead, we're looking here. I can't count now. 4, 8, that's right. Let's tell you the negatives first. If you've got any questions about Meghan, think about them, because I may tune in, you may tune in with this reading, and you may get the answers. This card here shows cups have fallen over. Again, as I said, these are the hearts in an ordinary deck. They're love cards. Most of them, not all of them, but most of them are cards of love. And the cups are tipped over. And it's crying over spilt milk. It can mean depression, this card, it can mean sadness, but it usually means that you wish you could do something again and change what you've done, and you're crying over spilt milk and it's not helping, but it can mean depression. And I think she may be suffering from a bit of, that may be too strong a word for it, but I think she's a bit fed up at the moment. I think she's down in the dumps, and a lot of it is really her own making, but we all make mistakes, don't we? This card indicates entrapment. The lady looks as though she's trapped, stuck in mud, she can't move anywhere. It's not real, it's just a feeling. And she also has the blindfold on, which means that Meghan is blindfolded and she's ignoring things that she needs to do. She's putting things off. Once again, we all do that. But if I were talking to Meghan, I'd say don't put things off, because they're not going to go away. You need to deal with them. It's no good putting the gas bill on the mantelpiece and think it'll go away. I wonder if she gets gas bills. But anyway, it's no good putting things off, Meghan, because you need to deal with them, otherwise they'll just drive you mad. Now, surprise, surprise, she also has an admirer, and I think he's overseas. I don't think he's in USA. I think he's in a different country, almost certainly in the UK. And I think she has admirers that she knows about in America, but there's one here in the UK that she doesn't know about yet, but she will soon. And once again, he may be a water sign. This man is linked to the arts, maybe music, maybe theatre, something to do with artiness, or he may be a bit arty himself. Could be a musician or something like that. You may have noticed the world card here. This doesn't always mean travel, although it can quite often, but the world card means the world is your oyster. You can dip in and have a basin full of anywhere you want, and it means that things are good. But it doesn't mean that you're doing it. The world card means that the opportunity is there if you want it, but you may not, as I said here with this one, you may not be seeing the wood for the trees. So she's got the world at her feet, but she doesn't realise it. But I think she's depressed. You may have noticed the devil card here. Interesting photograph, that. Two people, a man and a lady, chained to the devil. See the chains? Look closely. The chains are loose. They can step out at any time. They don't have to be where they are. The devil card indicates temptation, which means you're being tempted to do something naughty or something you may regret. It doesn't mean you're doing it, but temptation is around them, especially Meghan. But she has the power to step out of it and walk away. She doesn't have to do it. It's just testing her out. This lady here with a little bird. Pentacles, of course, are diamonds in an ordinary deck. This little bird indicates that she's an animal lover. She may have a pet. It's a feminine lady that gets on well with Meghan. It's not her mum, it's not her mother, it's a friend. Feminine, successful, probably a business lady. She could be in the movies or something like that. She could be something like that, but she's successful. It's a friend that cares about Meghan, cares a lot about Meghan actually, and she needs, well, they both need friends at the moment. This lady is important to Meghan. I don't know the reason for that, but she's very close to her and she's worried about Meghan. This card indicates money. You can see the money coming in, but the man there is sharing the money with beggars. This tells me that Meghan, despite what you may read in the papers, is quite a generous person, and she will give to people that are less fortunate than herself. The chap there is giving money to the beggars. But she can also be a bit, what's the word, a bit flippant with money. It could come in one hand and go out the other too quickly. So she's got to be a bit more careful with finances. And then we have the Chariot. Comes up a lot in the Meghan's readings. You can see the two horses or pharaohs pulling the chariot. If you look closely, they're pulling in opposite directions. It means she's trying to be in two places at once. It means that her yin and yang is out of balance. That's the energies that flow through us. They're out of balance, and that's caused by stress. And an imbalanced yin and yang causes stress, and then you have a vicious cycle. Then you don't sleep well, you don't eat well, you're worrying, you get depressed, you feel trapped. All of this links together. All these cards are linked together. Temptation is there. She's all over the place at the moment. That's the only way I can put it. She's all over the place. She's trying to please all the people all the time. You can't do that, Meghan. And you can't be in 10 places at once. You've got to sort these things out, stop putting things off. But money is coming and everything looks good. You may notice again, these were shuffled quite well. No love cards in this reading. The only love card here is crying over spilled milk. The love cards, the cups are tipped over. So the love was there, and suddenly it got blown away, it got spilt. So this happened, I think the last time I read from them a few months ago. There's no love in the reading. Of course they love their kids and all that, and they love their families, but they're not in love with each other in the way I pick it up, the way they used to be, or the way they appeared to be. I think they're just friends, like brother and sister. I think they're apart. They may already be apart. If not, they're splitting up, I believe, and I think Harry will return to the United Kingdom. And in a year or two's time, lots of this mess, as we call it, I think we call it, will be forgotten. I think that a lot of forgiving will be done, and I think the British public will take to Harry again like they used to, because he is, of course, William's brother and he's King Charles' son. So I think the public will forgive all the, what I call, silliness that's been going on, and things will get better. But I'll tell you more about that near the end. Let's take a look at the pair of them together, Harry and Meghan. Let me know what you think. Please comment. Any questions, let me know and I'll try and answer them. It's lovely to hear what you think about all this. And as I said, if you want a reading with me, go to davidcharlespsychic.com. I'll read for you anywhere in the world, if I've got time. So I'm going to shuffle these once more for the pair of them, both of them. See if we get any love stuff this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I mean, look at that. You can see that. I think you can. No love cards there. The only love card here is a question mark over love. The lovers. This card means that they're arriving at a crossroads in their love life. It means like when you're in a car, you come to a crossroads. They come to a crossroads in their love life and they've got to make decisions. And if they don't make decisions, decisions will be forced upon them and they won't like it. So it can mean a new lover, the lover's card. It can mean a brand new lover. It can mean two lovers, and you have to choose one of them. And it can also mean that you think you're in love when you're not. This card, the Sun card, can mean babies, but it usually means a new beginning. A lot of psychics disagree on this card, but the love card means that things are good. It's not a bad reading again. Neither of them have been bad. Things are good. New beginnings are on the cards, literally on the cards, for both of them, if they take the right steps. And they'll need to take the right steps, because they've made a few mistakes recently. There's victory here. If they were like humans, like we are, looking for job interviews and stuff, they would go to a job interview. If 10 people went there, they would get the job. So they'll win anything to do with money, and that they will win. However, I don't think Harry will win the case in the UK. That's a different thing altogether. But victory is there if they want it for the rest of their work, as long as they keep up and get things done that they promised to do. But I don't think they'll win the case in the UK against the press. I think that victory is something else completely. They will be sought after, despite recent commitments being broken and contracts being taken off them. They will be sought after again for their work, but possibly individually, one at a time. So that's probably what I'm picking up there. Victory with their earthly stuff, but not the stuff they've done in the past. There's new stuff coming. They are heavily influenced by someone from the past. You can see that, a tall man, and I think it's King Charles again. Despite what we read, I think he is still part of their lives, and an important part as well. Money again and new beginnings. Aces mean new beginnings. This is a pentacle card, of course a diamond. Ace of diamond means money, new beginnings, things coming good. But then you have this one here, which indicates secrecy. That man there, as the clouds of storm behind him, he holds secrets, he's up to no good, he has things, a hidden agenda, there's secrecy around this couple, and I think things are changing big time and they need to make sure they're on the right footing, otherwise they'll mess it up again. I think Harry's coming home to the UK. I think these two will split up. I think they'll stay friends, because of the children of course, but they will stay friends. But I think the love thing has faded away a little bit, which is a shame. But it's not a negative reading. I think they're like brother and sister now. They'll stay together in their minds, but physically I believe they are splitting up if they haven't already done so, and the chances are they've already done it. Let me know what you think. I'll review again soon and update this because things are taking place in London, as you may know, with the courts and all that, and we'll find out what happens there. But I think Harry will lose that case, and he may regret that he started it. Let me know what you think. Please follow me, give it a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon. And remember, wherever you are in this beautiful world, remember my motto: think lucky and you'll be lucky. Think love and you'll be loved. And I love every single one of you. Take it easy. See you soon. Take it easy and bye for now, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.